Welcome to Shomach Shov on the Daf. We're holding in Zevachim Daf Tzadik Ches. In Amud Beis, we start the 12th parak of Masechet Zevachim. And the Mishnah tells us that a Kohen Baal Mum, he is cholik v'oichel. He takes a piece of the Kodshim to eat, but he cannot do the Avodah. And right away in the beginning of the parak of Tzadik Tes, the Gemara brings us the pasuk that we learn that a Kohen does get a piece of the Kodshim. He's cholik le'choil, but he's not able to do the Avodah. What is the Avodah? What is the oimik in that? That we care about the mumim of the Kohanim, legabe Avodah, but we don't care about the mumim of the Kohanim, legabe chalukah ve'achila. So we'll start with a yisoid brought down in Sefer Mikubalim and summarized in the Sefer Kilas Yaakov, to Baal Milah Roim and Erech Mum, where it says that the mum that you have by Adam, whenever a person has a blemish in his body, is a reflection of the neshama. Ke'edua, every aver in the Adam is carrying a piece of the neshama. The neshama is mizgale, is revealed through the ivarim of the Adam. As the Zevachim tells us, every aver carries a piece of the neshama that's mizgale through that aver. When there's something missing in the ivarim, and there's something missing in a body part, that means the neshama is now revealed through that body part. There's a chisaron in the gilui of the aura of the neshama. If you have a chisaron aver, and therefore it says the Kilas Yaakov that the word mum is Rosh Tevis, mustar v'neh lo me'od, meaning the neshama is very hidden. Why do we care so much about the mumim by the Kohanim? So as the Maharal in the Chaim Perek Dal Mishnah Yud Gimel explains, that a Kohen, the Maila of a Kohen is Gedushas Haguf. That's why Kehuna goes by Yerusha. Because when a father gives to his son, things have to do with the body. The son is Yoirish from his parents, the Chelki Haguf. And he continues to explain that the Kohanim Gedushas Haguf, because their guf is coming from Madrega Elyoina Eloikis. So their shleimus is neshama and guf together. And he says the first one who's called a Kohen is Avram Avinu. Avram Avinu has shleimus aguf. Avram is Gematria Ramach. He's the 240 Avarim, because his Avarim, his guf is Shalem. The Kohen has a shleimus aguf. And we already mentioned in the beginning of the Masechta, the Shem Shmuel in Pashat Tzav Tafish Ayin Gimel, that he brings the name of this father, Avnei Nezer. So what's the idea that Kohanim have big begodim? There's a big kehuna. We don't have by Levine big day Levia. So he brings the name of his father, that everything ruchni that comes has to have a special covering. The neshama comes to the world, there's a guf to it. When the malachim were revealed in the world, they have some kind of a cover. The Kohanim, when they come and being revealed, their guf is also part of that revelation. That's why it has a special covering, has a special kisui, which is the begodim. And the Shmuel goes on and explains, meaning, what's the difference between a Kohen and a Levi? The Levi is gilui, is a chitzonis de gilui. He sings, he does avodas der mizgal b'chutz. But a Kohen is gilu's primi. His guf is also mitzvah to that avodah primis. And he brings the Maharal that says that the word Aaron, a Kohen, what is Aaron? Is all the middle letters. Hey is the middle of the single letters. The Reish is the middle of the hundreds. And the Nun is the middle of the tens. And Aleph is connected to Kodesh Baruch Hu Alufa Shaloilam. So it says the Shem Shmuel, we know our names not only in the Neshama, the name reflects the Neshama and the Guf together. So Aaron HaKohen, he's the middle, he's the inside, he's the Pnimi, also together with his body. Because the Indian of Kehuna is the Kedusha, that the Guf is Kodesh and Kedushas and Neshama. And with that we can come and understand the idea of Kehuna. And this is brought down b'derech omok me'oid in the Sefer Derech Mitzvah Secho to the Baal Tzemach Tzedek. So he says, "Arichus gdoila pi Kabbalah," but the yisoid that comes from his words is as follows: the avodah of a kohen in Beis Hamikdash, the avodah is a karbonis. That's when the gilui of kehuna comes outside, meaning you see it before you see an avodah. Putting together everything we mentioned is when the neshama is reflected outside. That's when the guf is mitzvah to the neshama. The avodah of the kohen is avodah primis, is the inside avodah in Beis Hamikdash, and that avodah is neshama and guf together, meaning the guf is reflecting the neshama when the kohen is doing the avodah. That's why the mumim are poislim b'karani. That's what the Maharal and the Chaim there mentions. Because then you have to have shleimus aguf. It's a gilu of neshama and guf together. What the Kilas Yaakov said, that the guf is reflecting the revelation of the neshama. That's what happens when the Kohen does an avodah. But when the Kohen is doing achilo, when he's eating, so that kedusha happens inside. There's nothing happening outside. The food is going inside the Kohen's body and being consumed over there. So as the Derech Mitzvah says clearly, when you're talking about achilo, we're talking about avodah primis, meaning a time when the neshama is now revealed outside. We're talking about avodah that has to do in the body of the Kohen. The neshama itself is never nifgam. Neshama shenasat to be tehoirei. The neshama is always perfect. Because neshama is chelik ilakami mal. There's no problem in the neshama. It's only how the neshama is revealed outside. So when the Kohen is doing avodah, there you have the gilui of the neshama outside in the Beis Hamikdash. That's where you say the Maharal comes, that the Kedusha Saguf of the Kohen comes to in practice. You need to have the neshama and the guf together. They're both coming out. You have to have a gilui of the neshama, as the Kilas Yaakov tells us. And when there's a mum, you don't have a full revelation of the neshama. But when we talk about achila, then we don't have anymore the guf mitztaref into the avodah. It's something which is primi. Something that has to do in the inside. In the inside, the neshama is not pogum. So a Kohen Baal Mum has a problem when the neshama has to come to the outside. He can't bring the gilu neshama in the chitzonius. But we talk it's something which is primi like achila. So then it doesn't bother us that he doesn't have an outside aver. V'advarim amukim. Anyone who wants to join or sponsor the Shor Machshava Shiurim, please email shormachshava@gmail.com.